Aquarius, and Pisces. We're going to get right into it for my Capricorn. Also, if you hear me writing, I'm just putting the timestamps down. So, but yes, welcome to my Capricorn. In your pre-shuffle, you have the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. So you're like going on a new adventure, being more injected, like being more playful, engaged with life. Having fun with it. Let's see. For your reading today, we're going to get like 3 cards. So let's see what the situation is. Have the 3 of Cups. Situation. Wanting to celebrate. Something with community here. Building community. Collaborating in a creative way. What's the next action? Compassion, healing. That's your actions, the actions that you take, making sure they are from a healed place. Let's see, what's the outcome? The world, wholeness, fulfillment. When you're acting out of a healed place, there's so much good that comes to you. Coming back to the celebration of life I talked about earlier. Enjoyment of life, being very, it's like really enjoying a movie, being wrapped up in a story, enjoying that, and having that same energy with yourself and the things that you're doing right now. So let's take a look at you right now. What are you doing? Very focused on wealth, prosperity of some nature, being very disciplined, having to like lead in a situation. Like maybe you're taking a lead in your family, you're taking a lead where you work. It's the path. Yeah. You're on your own path here, trying to control, saving, being securing yourself, securing the bag. Let's see what your potential is here. Potential here for three of wands, big enterprise, a lot of opportunities in different ways, expansion in different ways. So I'm hearing like being able to expand after you feel like you've contracted so much. I feel like had to go to those thin moments, like you've been tight, you know, I could use that type of verbiage. Just symbolizing that you've been through something more, and now being able to expand into wherever you go means a lot more to you. So, being emotionally balanced. So, let's see. Let's see where you are now. You're in one of those contracted moments, only upwards from here type of moments, which is the constant heartbeat of life. Like if you look at a heart rhythm in those machines, the EEG machines, right? That's a constant thing. It's like up, down, up, down. That's just life. So being in these moments is acceptable, and it's not anything to be over exaggerated about. So we'll take a look at where you want to go. See where you want to go. Because if you can guarantee the down as long as your heart beating, you can also guarantee the be up from here. So you have multiple things. The two of Pentacles always symbolizes like multiple streams of income, multiple streams of things that you are, now having more on your hands is a blessing, is what I'm hearing. So being in those moments where you have things like you're balancing those decisions and having to manage time, that's a good thing. These are days that you prayed would happen. So let's see. How will you get there? reversing negative self-talk, speaking well about yourself, forgiving yourself, moving on, recovering from the past. And I'm hearing you doing it suddenly. One card definitely almost was the Tower in reverse, letting you know that making a drastic change is what these moments are called for. So it's going from being in that can't get any worse period to having a total flip emotionally, having a whole different set of circumstances immediately. And you can do that every day in the ways that you talk about yourself and your circumstances. So let's get some from here. Employment change. So maybe your down moment is having to do with some circumstances that's taking place now. That up moment has to do with some sort of change taking place in your work. If it's not changing the actual place that you are working, it's having a whole set of circumstances that are different based on what you will and won't allow. It'll change your circumstances. So your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, and passions in life and purpose. So trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. Moonlighting, so you could be doing something right now that's just under the table. Maybe it just feels like you're doing it in smaller moments and you've been taking it more seriously. But let's look at this. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon, your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Take flight. It's like these wings here. We also have partnership. So partnering maybe with the divine, but it says allow helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career. Both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. I think that really fits with the message. So let's go ahead and get some tea leaf. celebration party. Reminds me of the Three of Cups card you got. Bloom, long, and latitude. Reminds me of that flip moment in the reading with the down situation, the up, so new home, new attitude, out of the bed, candle. You will be shown the way. That Three of Wands from your reading. It's like planning, expanding, being guided, partnership. So, that's your reading. Those are your messages. Aquarius. Hello, tonight Aquarius. In your pre-shuffle, you got the Empress and the Hierophant reverse. You're like doing things your own way. Let's see what you got. Let's see situation. Something in your finances. Could be regarding family. A lot of people have like wealth tied up in that way, or just worrying about the long-term success of, your kids, whatever situation you find yourself in. Thinking long-term. So let's see, what's your next actions? Influencing your next actions. Your ambition, being driven to succeed in this way, being positive that you will overcome whatever, being definite about all of the things that you want. What's the outcome? Tower in reverse. So the outcome is a definite personal transformation of life, averting danger, letting things pass and collapse that needs to go away. You being, like I said, being very ambitious. It's like you're the one that will rush out in front. This soldier here is telling me that overnight. He's the one that's taking that first risk. So, like they say, great risk, great reward. And since you're out on the front lines, it definitely looks weird to the people behind you. To be able to take that leap first, like you're out on the edge. So, let's see where you are. very healing. So using that, of course, making sure that you're emotionally stable. Let's see what your path is. So, a Wheel of Fortune, reversing any fears, any deep-seated like fears or secrets, reversing that, being able to be at a turning point in your life where you're able to use the things that were against you for you. Let's see your potential. Enlightenment, going deeper, different than you were before, being on this path, being who you are, just different in a, in an intrinsic way, being able to gain all these new perspectives and, seeing life differently has been a sort of, it was a sacrifice in an old moment, and it turned into a release and deep insight in this moment. So your turning point is a change in feelings, a releasing of burdens, and not being overstressed or burnt out from like carrying other people's weight. With that, let's see where you are now. On the verge of a new path, new beginnings, a new life of different type of possibilities. It feels like a whole new adventure. See where you're going, where you want to go. You wanting to move very swiftly, depart quickly, and the 7 is about being in control and kind of like putting a lot of gas, putting your foot out in the gas, having a lot of creativity and imagination about where you want to go, making a long-term investment, long-term decisions, and being very disciplined and taking a lot of action, showing a lot of courage. So, how do you get there? That Lotto song, Sunshine. I like that song. Like being positive, being very free, knowing that the success is definitely going to happen, and taking those steps, like I said, with a lot of courage. It's flipped over again. Like I said, releasing your burdens at this time is very critical. Being creative, um, not just being overactive, not having an overactive imagination, but actually acting on the things that you want out of life, you want to do. Alright, let's get some from this deck. For the top. So I'll just read them all back to back since you have so many. Deservingness. You are a beloved child of Source, God, whatever you want to use, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose, even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities. Trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. Decluttering. You'll feel better and more focused if you take time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and others. So, decluttering your mind, as well as bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps you shift to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, or sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Last but not least, let's see your fortune. Whatever the tea leaf cards have for you. Pisces look like maybe you're adding a lot of life to your space, like having like a bowl of, fruit, flowers, having more abundance around, and having more symbols of that in your daily life. You could be doing that. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer, maybe buying yourself flowers or someone else. Just showing yourself a lot of love, bold, plenty of material things, showing your abundance in your surroundings, decluttering. Mountain, major challenge to overcome. So you're speaking more abundance into your existence, leaving those old moments of the past where you maybe didn't have those moments. So yes, that is your new destiny. As long as you decide to take that as your challenge, speaking words of affirmation and words of abundance in your difficult moments, that you're deserving, and that's your thing to understanding yourself better, not being overly critical, things like that. So that is your reading. Thank you, Aquarius, for watching, and I will see you next time.